What's going on, guys? Back at it again. BMB podcast, episode number 8. We're here with another special guest. You want to introduce yourself?
From the BMB team.
Yeah, Ryan. So basically who I am a web developer. What's so funny?
Funny ass podcast.
Yeah, I'm a web developer, so anything that consists of building the website itself, the product lenders. Also, I'm responsible for the backend stuff. So setting up the shipping fees and setting up the privacy policy, shipping policy pages. So yeah, that's basically it.
Sir, so how long have you been building websites now?
For about couple months now.
Couple months?
Almost a year.
Yeah, almost a year.
Yeah.
So you only started with BMB?
What?
You only started building websites with BMB?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
he did.
this guy caught on quickly.
Yeah,
Like, very quickly.
Like 2 weeks.
I swear.
Oh, he's killing it. I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised. I thought he was doing it before.
No, I had a bit of experience with HTML. That's why.
Yeah.
Coding.
What were you doing previously? Like, you spoke about like Photoshop and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was graphic designing basically, and also coding a bit. I was a bit familiar with the HTMLs. That's why I caught quick with the websites.
So,
And that's about it really. And I animated for a bit.
yeah. Cool. So, there are a couple of things you want to cover, moving forward. Like, what is your goals? What do you look forward to doing, like, moving forward in your life and stuff like that? What are your aspirations?
Well, basically, I'm planning on being BMB for the rest of my life and be help for life. You know what I mean? Yeah, I kind of fell in love with the business, and I'm also not trying to, like, we haven't really spoken about it, but I'm not only trying to be a web developer. I'm also trying to be a media buyer when the time is right.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So yeah, that's basically my plan,
For sure. Definitely cool. Yeah, so you want to cover a couple of those topics we had?
How'd you fall in love with, what do you love about building websites? Like, is it just the creativity or what?
Yeah, basically creativity, bro. Ever since I was a kid, bro, I've considered myself as an artist, So I used to draw a lot, even like on homeworks and shit.
Yeah.
I used to draw random stuff. Even while the teacher was taught me, I used to be in the back of the class, so I was drawing random stuff. And basically, yeah, just being creative, That's, that's about it.
Where do you think that, like, creativity stems from? Like, how, like,
Honestly,
there's certain things, like, bro, just knowing you, there's certain things I just look at, I'm like, bro, how do you think of that? Like, how do you come up with this?
I think you're born with it, bro.
Yeah, I think you're born with it.
Sure. That's part of my personality, bro.
You think it's talent, like natural born talent type thing?
Yeah, bro, you're born with it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you developed that.
To be honest, like, if I'm gonna think about it, like, really think about it from the broad perspective, like, bro, you might be like the most creative person I know.
Really?
Like,
I think joke-wise as well.
yeah, like, because Brian's the type of person that just he speaks his mind. Like, if there's something there, he says it. And there's certain person, I'm like,
I don't really have a filter, bro. I'll just say how it is, bro.
okay, it's true, but I question, like, how certain things come to mind.
Bro, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I'm like, bro, like, give me an example.
And you don't want an example, so it's okay.
Hey, like, you might think he has a bit of autism.
Bro, to be honest, I've thought that, but
that's a bit messed up.
No, I'm not being genuine.
You're not being genuine.
I swear I
think I'm autistic.
No, I said a sort of autism.
So autistic?
I said a sort of autism.
Next subject, please.
Yo, it's not even not finishing you off or anything.
I know my you. I know my bro. Next subject, bro.
bro, have you ever
I go from me being creative to autistic, right? Like,
I have a question.
Not in a bad way, though.
Have you noticed that video of the guy? He was like, when I was 9, I was really molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know why that reminded me of this. Get me killed, young, please.
Carry on, man.
You don't want to talk about that, right?
Talk about what me being. No.
I was asking Shelton a question, like, what do you think about him?
Move on.
I have absolutely no comment. It could be a possibility, but then again, anybody could do that.
Yeah.
Like because he's so creative and original. Like I don't know. I just haven't seen him before.
Sweet to me being
Because it's a minority. I'm about.
You good, you good. You good. I'll get you back. It's all good.
It's on the list here. There's Andrew Tate. What did you want to talk about Andrew Tate?
I don't know. How about you tell me about Andrew Tate, bro?
I've got
You
nothing
talk
to say.
about him so much, bro. But I ain't
Nothing to say. I have nothing to say. This guy wanted me to write it on the thing. He said I'd talk about him in every podcast. I think there was the one time.
Okay, maybe
you inspired by him?
I was gonna ask that.
Inspired by him?
Yeah.
I think the thing he says is great, yeah. Inspired by him? No, I've had that drive before.
Is he your idol?
One of them.
The other day you told me you started playing chess because of him.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I think you're inspired.
Yeah, I am inspired. You look. Said he's one of my inspirations.
Do you think he's the most influential person on earth?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
At the moment, yeah. But I think it changes all the time.
So I think what Brian's trying to get at is that he thinks that you ride Andrew Tate's dick.
Yeah, bro.
I could see why you say that. I don't think I do.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah, he's doing it behind cameras, but whenever he's on cameras, he's acting different a little bit.
All right, bring it up. What do I say behind cameras?
You say a lot of things, bro, but I'm not trying to get you canceled, so like what? Let's not go there. We talked about it, and
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You don't want to cancel me,
I
but
don't want to cancel you, bro. But
I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't say anything that fuck.
Well, okay, Bo. What are a couple of topics that you think are controversial? Let's say your top 3 most controversial topics that he speaks about.
Racism, feminism, and / misogyny. I think it's the only thing.
Okay. So
Well, actually, there's nothing racist he said that I can think of.
You're right.
okay,
I
well,
think it's just about women. That's it.
okay. So what do you think about like the whole feminism thing?
What do I think about it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, fuck. Like, what is feminism itself? Like, it's just something. It's just. Well, misogyny is anti-women, right? And then feminism is like pro.
I didn't even know misogyny
No,
was.
I don't even know.
I thought misogyny was like. No.
Yeah, it's anti-women.
I don't think it's that.
I think it is. Yeah.
No, I think it's saying that you could be in a relationship with more than one person.
No, that's not misogyny.
That's not.
Nah,
That's monogamy.
monogamy is one.
Yeah, one, but misogyny is 2. No, well, multiple.
Maybe misogyny, but not misogyny.
That's not
misogyny.
the word.
I don't know.
Word. It's
Well, what is it by definition?
Misogyny?
Yeah.
hatred for women.
Misogynist, a person who dislikes, despises, or strongly prejudiced against women. Google definition.
Okay.
Yeah, so anti-women.
Okay. Nah, yeah, I didn't know it was that by definition. I swear.
Yeah, so do I think he's anti-women? No.
But like, he
Do I?
fucks girls. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but do I think he's sexist? Sure. I say some sexist things. I think gender roles should be a normal thing.
But is it really sexist though?
Well, I guess you could call it sexism just because like he's separating like guys are better at this and women are better at that. But like I think it's just normal gender roles. Like I don't see anything wrong with it, but I get where they're coming from if they want to get mad.
Yeah. But then again, like, okay, for example, and I think it's very extreme because like, there's so many things that he says. Like, for example, like, he's never gonna let a girl drive his car.
Yeah.
But like, I say the same shit.
Yeah,
And,
like-
and I feel the same way, and I understand why he would say it, and I feel like most men know why.
Yeah,
Like honestly, bro, really quick, bro, is it like misogynistic for me to say I don't think one female basketball player can beat me at basketball?
no,
No. So it's
I don't think it's
it's sexist, bro. Straight sexist.
I guess you could say it is sexist, but I agree with you. I don't think any ball player could beat you except maybe a handful.
But then again, what if you say you can specify females, but then you could also specify anybody under the age of 18, and then like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think he meant WNBA players.
No, I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like you could argue that in many different scenarios. So like, why is it only an issue when it's spoken about when it's women?
I think like being under 18, you haven't really reached your full potential. That's why it's.
But I think it's just what's
But
what's popular right now. It's like as soon as you talk about racism, as soon as you talk about women, sexism or misogyny, as soon as you talk about like, you know, it's just what gets the views nowadays.
But then, based on what you said, put into perspective, like you could say, okay, anybody under the age of 18 hasn't fully developed their body to a point where they're able to compete with a male over the age of, let's say, 21, right? that's like a fair argument, right?
Yeah.
Why is it not a fair argument to say that women's bodies aren't developed enough to compete with a man?
Well, they're not.
Yeah, but why is it not viewed as a fair argument? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's
I
a
know.
fair argument to say a boy or a man under the age of 18 is like
Well, you see, this is
not
what I think.
physically equipped.
I think just girls and guys think differently, and there's some stuff that we're just not gonna agree upon just because we don't see eye to eye. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's where the whole feminism comes from.
Yeah.
Where, in my opinion, it's just common sense.
Yeah.
I would think it's common sense, but obviously it's not.
But then again, I feel like men tend to be more logical thinkers and women are emotional thinkers.
Yeah, I do agree, and I see it first part.
Yeah.
But I'm also trying to like see things from like from a woman's perspective.
Yeah, I always put myself in their shoes as well.
I think that's what a lot of men lacks. You know, they're just trying to be like logical, like you said, but they're not really trying to
They're not
put
empathetic.
themselves in, empathetic, exactly.
Yeah.
Like try to see things from a woman's perspective.
Yeah,
first, and
I definitely try to do that, but at the same time, I just think a lot of stuff are just common sense, like I said, and then like I get frustrated because it's like they make an issue out of something so small where like I find the problem and the solution like right away, you know?
I feel like nowadays, like your common sense can be subjective too.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not saying my common sense is what is right. I'm just saying my common sense is like, to me, it's just the first thing that pops up in my head, and that's
So it makes sense to you.
yeah. And it's like I think most people in my situation would go about it like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Well, how could I formulate this question? Do you think women should drive?
Yes, why not? Yeah, bro. My mom's a good driver, honestly.
Honestly, my mom's not a good driver.
Decent driver, bro.
My mom's not a good driver. I don't think I've been in a car where I felt very safe with any woman, to be honest, from my experience.
Well, here's the thing. I think just based on the way that we're raised, like as men and like as like boys and shit like that, like we tend to gravitate towards things that are a little bit more manly, like cars. And
Whose fault is that, though?
it's not necessarily whose fault. It's like what we're interested in.
It's just a way of life.
Yeah, it's like what we're interested in. It's like boys take blue and girls take cake.
Yeah.
Like men take cars and girls take Barbies. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like we played with Hot Wheels, they played with Barbies. That's just the way you grew up.
Exactly.
So you're attracted
And I
to
think naturally because of that, like we have more sense of direction when it comes to driving. And like
Do you think women should drive?
obviously I think everybody should have equal length
obviously. I'm
of
just thinking-
driving. However, in my household, like my mom was never the person to drive.
Yeah.
My dad was always the person driving.
And I
You see
think
what I'm
he's
saying?
probably the superior driver, if there's any
Exactly.
drive. Yeah.
Exactly. And so, like, just because I was raised that way, like, I don't think that, my future wife or whatever should be driving.
Yeah.
But that also has something to do with, like, how I feel like women should be treated. But I also don't think that as a man, like, I feel necessarily the safest sitting beside, like, a female driver.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
So that's one. And then two, like, I don't see why, like, I would let, like, a woman drive my car. Like, there's just no reason to.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you have your own car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of just like my way of thinking. However, it's weird though that nowadays, well, I think it's been like this for a long time, that like insurance for men is like much higher than insurance for women because men tend to get in more accidents.
That they probably just drive more frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, and drive more recklessly.
They do drive more recklessly.
Like recklessly in terms of like how aggressive we are as
yeah,
in
like to
terms
go
of driving.
over the speed limit.
Yeah. But women don't make proper decisions when they drive.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like they won't look left and right before turning.
Yeah, yeah. It's like the basic stuff they miss. But us, it's like stuff that's preventable, but like, it's just it's more stupid decisions
Yeah.
than like clumsy decisions.
Because like think about it, like even let me ask you this: in your household, let's say you guys like your family is about to buy a new family car, right?
Yeah.
Who's the person in charge of like?
Well, probably my dad, though, for sure.
And why do you think that is?
He's the man of the house.
Okay.
That's the only answer.
And what does man of the house consist of?
Like taking decisions, leading the entire house, basically, leading the way.
Okay. And why do you think like the male should be the leader?
I have no idea what. It's
Gender roles.
It's just been like that, bro. It's been like that, bro. Since when? Forever, bro. It was forever.
And I think that's where the misconception is.
He's just he's a very what's the word for like history wise?
Like we're just men are just more dominant.
Yeah. He's
And
very.
it's probably from a biblical standpoint.
Yeah.
I think that's where the misconception is, because nowadays I feel like
He's a traditional guy.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. Like traditional, as in like he does things like. Also, he thinks as common sense. Like that's how life's been, and that's how it should be. Like, why is it all of a sudden these last like 5 years that, like, there's all these controversial stuff blowing up where it should be common sense? Like, you know what I mean?
because people are making it things.
Yeah.
It's like, even not even to get into it, and I know it's Pride Month, but even like the whole LGBTQ community thing, it's like people that are straight don't walk around saying they're straight. So why, just because you're gay, you have to walk around waving a gay flag?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but I think it's just the concept. And I feel like a lot of things are pushed out there in ways that they don't necessarily have to be pushed out there. Like, I think the whole thing in regards to like the women's rights and stuff like that is definitely arguable, because at the time back then, like, yes,
They lacked rights for sure.
yeah, 100%, which we don't disagree. You know what I mean? And I feel like nowadays, obviously, like we've moved away from that. But I definitely feel like nowadays, like we've moved away from a lot of that stuff. And I feel like some women are trying to stand up and be a little bit more of a man in a relationship.
Yeah.
And it's causing, how do you say it? Like,
Controversy?
there's a lack of balance in relationships and in life. And I feel like everything works like, you see how we have like the food chain and stuff like that, and we have like the ecosystems and whatever, and it's like, this,
How it is.
yeah,
It's just how it is.
that's how life should be, right? And like this animal's dominant over this one and this one, you know what I mean? But now it's getting to a point where everything's not balanced anymore, because it's like certain women are taking charge on certain things and certain men are, so that's why we see like so many people now are like 30 years old and aren't getting into relationships, and like 40 years old can't find a man and stuff like that. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
That was like never an issue before. Like people would get married at like 15 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, so that's just like my 2 cents on it. And like,
No, I definitely agree. And back to the LGBTQ thing, I just don't agree with the way they're pushing it on the youth.
yeah,
Like pushing it as an event, because there's like the whole thing, sure, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just the way they're pushing it. It just makes it an issue, in my opinion. Like, why do you have to preach it on the kids? Where like they're not even thinking about that, bro. Like as a kid, I'd play Call of Duty. I'd come back home, watch TV. Like I didn't even think about that stuff, and or play sports or whatever, Like it shouldn't be on their mind. Like why is that stuff being pushed? Is what I'm trying to
I
say.
feel like they're saying, if you're born gay, just let it happen. Then why do you have to push this agenda on
Yeah, exactly.
kids, bro? If he's born gay, he's gonna be gay, fam.
No, but my thing is they shouldn't be ashamed, and that's why the whole thing with LGBTQ is to push them to come out and not be ashamed. Sure, but it's like
it's forcing something out of somebody that's not developed yet.
exactly like why was there? I see a bunch of videos of the whole school, like walking in a line and like everyone's dressed up and everything. Like it's this whole huge event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So I honestly even think on that too, it's like when we were younger, it was never something that was really spoken about.
It was never spoken about, to be honest.
Like whatsoever. Like, bro, I think up until the age of like maybe 15, 16, like I never heard about it. Maybe 14. Like, I don't know. Like I knew.
What, like 10th grade? I've never heard about LGBTQ before 10th grade.
Yeah.
So it
Bro,
was,
the first time that I really saw it was when we were going to school, and then they had a community and they opened another washroom, and then I seen some person walking down the hallway wearing a tail.
oh, furry.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, like what is this?
But it was a
Is it like Arno?
No,
Oh.
bro.
yeah. There was a girl with a tail. I don't know if I could say girl, but it had a tail.
There was a day
Yeah.
without a tail.
Yeah.
With a tail.
And then there was the, what's the word? There's the tranny bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the only thing I remember was the LGBTQ poster.
Why do you remember that?
I got in trouble for it.
What'd you do?
I drew a mustache on.
That's your creativity, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might get canceled for that.
No, but like, but bro, the thing is, I don't even think like anything. Look, unless you're openly coming out and being like homophobic or like dropping hate comments, because at the end of the day, like I feel like people should be free to express their opinion.
Yeah,
on something.
100%. And you shouldn't hate someone just because they're different.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna judge anyone because they're different and they don't see they're just not the same as me, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the whole hating part, obviously that shouldn't happen. It's just I don't like how they're pushing it.
But the thing is, the government pushes an agenda of what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
But like, how do you define what's right and what's wrong? Because at the end of the day, it comes down to your beliefs. Like, did you see like the situation with like Uganda and stuff?
Yeah, how they came out and protested that they don't want the U.S. money.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how they dropped something saying like you couldn't be transgender over there or something.
Oh yeah,
Like it was illegal.
yeah. I saw.
Something like that. I don't know all the details, but basically, point is, afterwards, the Canadian government comes and steps in and basically does a protest against them, which like I understand.
The Canadian government's like pro human rights. They blacklisted Saudi Arabia for like 4 years because of their human rights.
Yeah.
Like how they treat women over there. Like Canada's trying to be a hero.
Yeah,
And like, who are you to tell them what's right and what's wrong, right?
if that's the way they've been living.
Exactly.
So
Which like I'm not saying that they're right, who's right and who's wrong. Like if that's their belief, go ahead and push that. Like who am I to tell them that's wrong? You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like that's where there's a disconnect in life because, especially in North America, the way that the governments are formed are less like traditional in terms of a way of living. It's like everybody in their own country live their own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody eats food a certain way. Like to one person, it might be, okay to like only eat like vegetable and stuff like that, right? But like in another country, they might primarily just eat meat. And then after you're going to shame somebody for eating the meat because that's what they do in their country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
It's that whole thing that the United States tries to be a hero
yeah,
in the world.
but you know what I think that is?
What?
I think it's because
They want control.
not only that, but I feel like the way that the governments are formed, especially like in North America and like in countries where immigration rates are really high,
Yeah.
is because everybody they try to take a neutral standpoint. You know what I mean? Like neutral is in the middle of like what's right and what's wrong. Like your thought on what's right is based on not taking into account other people's religions and other people's like traditions and stuff like that. You know, like for example, like a lot of black families, kids get beat when they're growing up, and then one government's gonna say it's bad. You know what I mean? But if that's the way that kids are disciplined, that's how they're disciplined. You know? So there's different ways to look at it, but I just think like in North America, Canada, the United States, like even obviously like in places like in Europe, like the UK and stuff like that, like governments run on based on our social media as a whole.
Democracies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you go to, let's say, like, I don't know, like Lebanon, Jamaica, Congo, like, do LGBTQ communities, like, one, exist? Like, not really.
They're starting to be more normal in Lebanon, but they're still very against it over there.
Exactly. And that's because of the way that, like, tradition is. And
The
like,
Middle
religion
East is, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, same thing. Like, do you guys have that?
Definitely not.
Like, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like,
Anytime soon, to be honest.
It's definitely a West thing.
Yeah.
it's for sure. So, like, why is that, like, such a trending topic over here?
Yeah. I also think, well, they're trying to, I don't know if you believe this whole conspiracies that like they're trying to divide people and just like create controversy. Do you believe in that?
Say that again, what?
Like the media, how they push a narrative like just trying to divide people, like racism or homophobia and all that stuff.
I don't really think so, to be honest, bro. I don't really.
No?
Why not?
Like trying to divide people?
Just in general, yeah. Like why is there such an issue?
I don't think there's an issue, bro.
You don't see all the controversy on the media?
No, not really.
Okay. Shit.
I'm confused.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's like, why is the headline, old black man arrested? Like, why?
To be honest, bro, I've never seen that, bro.
No, but it's just the headlines.
No.
I'm saying headlines.
Think about all the headlines, like
The Andrew Tate headlines. Misogynistic, blah, 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 arrested for this.
Yeah, to make them look bad, bro.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, headlines are always like that. It's always, they put the race. They always say, like, oh, this guy was homophobic. With what?
You get more views, bro.
Well, yeah,
You need to-
obviously, but I'm saying, like, it's also a thing to create chatter. Like,
Yeah.
it gets talked about. Obviously, it gets more views, but I'm just saying,
like think about
Like, don't you read the comments?
Talk about
Don't you read the comments?
no.
It's just people arguing.
yeah, like think
I
about
think that's a good thing though.
Arguing, like,
in terms of I'm saying he means in terms of like social growth and stuff like that for their page.
obviously
yeah,
it's good. I'm just saying, like, that's how everything's pushed now.
because like who dictates
It makes sense.
It makes sense
from
to
a
me
marketing
too.
standpoint?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It makes sense from marketing. Yeah.
Yeah, like clickbait.
It's clickbait.
Yeah, so definitely from a marketing standpoint, but I think in like in the sense of what's pushed in front of us, it's like always a certain narrative is like pushed for us to like believe that. Like for example, like let's say in what cases were there I don't remember exactly what it was, but during the Johnny Depp case,
Yeah.
there was another ongoing situation.
There was Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, that's what it was. So
Yeah.
basically, like, headlines are controlled in that way. For example, like, everybody's talking about this Johnny Depp case, but like, let's be honest, nobody actually really cares about that situation.
Yeah.
For what it actually is.
There's always something bigger happening behind the scenes
Exactly.
that they're trying to hide.
Exactly, and so headlines are being pushed like that. Like, the thing about like the indigenous communities in Canada, and where like they found a bunch of bodies and stuff like that. Like, how long was that headline like relevant?
Yeah.
But then news articles, imagine they were pushing that headline every single day. Then if news articles were pushing that headline every single day, what do you think people around the world would think about Canada? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
What was the other topic? Like we spoke about feminism. We spoke about
I think that was the only we were talking about Andrew Tate. He wanted to talk about it for some reason. And
You always talk about.
yeah, we just said, what do you think is controversial? And we just said, wait, he talks about women. I don't think there's anything else that's controversial. But is there anything else that people talk about? I think it's just the women part.
well, I mean, like
Because he has good intentions, like preaching about going to the gym, being the best version of yourself and stuff like that.
The only issue is the way he delivers his message well. Well, his message itself was the way he delivers it.
The way he delivers it is obviously to get views.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the media. It's to get chatter in the comments.
I don't think it's 100% for views. He delivers it as it is.
Yeah, but
Can't lie.
like he does it in an extreme way. I agree.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually extreme though. Like it is extreme, but I don't think it actually is.
I still think he's trying to send the message.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah, he is.
I think people are too sentimental about the way things are said. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I think his stuff is viewed as extreme. Like, think about like watch movies from like 2010, like Meet the Fockers and shit like that, where people make like racist jokes and stuff.
dark humor.
Exactly.
Yeah, I miss when dark humor was actually a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you say that nowadays, it's gonna be like, oh, you're racist. You don't like gays, and like this and that.
Yeah.
We're more
Those
sensitive
fresh times.
nowadays, bro. That's
Say
why I
whatever
think
you
he
want.
needs to be more careful on how he delivers his message. Because now we're just more sensitive, bro.
Yeah, I think
Not me personally, but
No, because I get what they're saying. It's like, let's say a 15-year-old kid sees the video of him saying, if a woman tries to attack you, you take the machete and you hit her, right? Obviously, I see that and I laugh. Obviously, it's a joke. But a kid, I guess, like could see that and say like, oh, okay, you actually have to hit a woman. So I understand it's like, because yes, so much influence in the world. Like he has to be more attentive to what he says.
Yeah, but most things are just sarcastic. Like if you don't drink sparkling water, you're a
Kid
bitch.
understand sarcasm.
Probably not.
Exactly. So, yeah, I definitely agree with both sides. Obviously, I'm on his side, but are you on his side?
I am, but I am.
But
So you want to talk about him? Anything else about him or not?
I think we're good now.
You're done?
yeah. No, I just want to clarify something too,
Yeah. What's up?
because obviously like the way clips get cut up and thrown onto social media and like people don't like watch the full video.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely some things that like we've said over the past like 10 minutes that people will probably blow out of proportion.
Yeah.
Like for example, and I just want to clarify this because there's obviously like some of our team members that happen to be part of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's like nothing against them whatsoever, like nothing against the community.
100%.
So yeah, it's just once again like covering the way that certain things are pushed by the media. The only thing that we're
It's just a topic we wanted to talk about.
yeah, it's the only thing that we're really trying to speak about. It doesn't really have anything to do with the community. The same thing happened with like BLM at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
It's a huge
Thing.
On BLM?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm
Why?
trying to get a chance on you.
What do you mean?
Bro,
I think it's,
if anything, if I say something, I'll get canceled. So you're free to go.
I agree with what you said a couple weeks ago, bro. I think it's bullshit, bro.
Well, it is bullshit. They were scammers, no?
Yeah, they were scammers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the concept of it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
the actual BLM, like the standing for it, like the meaning makes sense. I think what it became, like nowadays people look at it and it's not viewed upon anymore as like, oh, like there's ongoing racism. It's viewed as like a community,
Yeah.
you know, which I don't think is like obviously right. But I definitely do stand for like, at the end of the day, like black rights and like equal rights for you know, like black people and like community or whatever. But yeah, for what it became and like the use case of it, obviously like the people are scamming.
Yeah. A lot of big ass mention. Did you see?
Yeah, it's fresh.
It's actually fresh.
Yeah, one thing I will say though is like, actually, let me not even say it. Never mind. We can move forward. It's a fresh mention.
Say it, bro.
Huh?
Say it.
Like, bro, obviously, like, I don't even want to say it, to be honest, to be completely honest.
Yo, who you got winning the NBA championship?
Bro, they're up 3-1, bro. What do you need, bro?
Yeah, if we did this yesterday, it would have been interesting.
They're winning game 5.
You think they got it at 5?
Denver, yeah. I was rooting for Celtics, but you know, Jason Tatum, bro, Jalen Brown, Mark Smart, bro.
Think they sold?
Yeah, they sold, bro.
Yeah, Marcus.
Game selling, bro. I never believed in Jason Tatum, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, if
He's a
anything,
good player overall, but yo, in the clutch,
nah, come on.
I'm telling you, bro. He had that one good game, bro.
It wasn't even a good game when he snapped 13 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 56 points.
Game 7, 59 points.
Like, bro, tell him to forget about Kobe, bro. This, bro. He can't live up to his career, but. Straight up.
Who do you think are the top 5 NBA players in the league?
Top 5 NBA players right now.
Yeah.
I would say Jokic. This guy's crazy, bro. Who else? And LeBron.
Mario doesn't like LeBron.
Yeah, I don't like LeBron. To be fair, I'm only a LeBron hater because he slapped the Raptors for like 3 years straight, and I'm a Raptors fan.
To you, he has no bag, so
Yeah, I don't think he has a deep bag.
you don't think so?
I don't think so. No, I don't think he has handles. His shot's mediocre. His mid range is good. His finishing out the rim is good.
Great, bro. Come on, bro.
Great, sure.
Great.
His playmaking
Great. IQ, great.
IQ great.
Athleticism, great.
Yeah,
thank you, bro.
defending
Great.
So like, what overall would you put him on 2K?
overall.
Yeah.
Probably like 98. But no, I think he's good. I just don't like him.
But whatever, did bag, you had a good bag, but 98 don't have it.
Overall, bro. Come on.
By bag I meant handles and like creating his own shot and stuff like that.
That's what you mean by bad?
Yes,
Just handles?
handles and creating your own shot.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's great at it. Decent.
It's DC, yeah, I'll give you that. It's
He's
decent.
decent.
Well, you could say he's decent, but there's some people that are shit, bro.
No, he's decent. Bro, I'm not delusional. He's a great player.
He's a great player, bro.
He's a legendary player. I'm just saying, I don't like
to
him.
be honest, like he said, he's only mad because the Raptors got slapped.
I am a bit mad. Yeah, I'm pretty salty about that. But I also don't like him.
I like.
No, as a person, there's nothing wrong with him. I'm just saying, like, as a ball player, I wouldn't put him top.
Nah. See, you're doing it again, bro. You're acting fake in front of cameras, bro. I'm shocked, bro. I remember 3 weeks ago you were telling me,
Oh yeah.
You told me LeBron's fake, but fucking
Yeah.
the camera.
Yeah. No, he's a good dad. He's a great guy. I just saying, and
He's a good dad.
yeah, he's a great dad. He's a good role model. I'm just saying.
He does faking it, bro. It's
I
acting, bro.
I think he does act for the camera. Yes, I do think he plays a character for the camera to try to be like this. He's trying to be more than he should. He's a great guy. I'm just saying. He does fake stuff on camera. Yeah.
Yeah, let me finish my top 5, bro. So I said.
I admitted what I said 3 weeks ago. By the way, just saying.
Yeah.
Not to be fake.
Whatever. Jokic, LeBron, Luka. KD was in my top 5, but not after this playoff. So
Yeah, no. This past 2 years, he fell off.
yeah, I only have a top 3 to be honest, bro.
What are your top 3 all time?
Oh, Shaq, Michael Jordan, LeBron.
That's in order.
Bro, yep.
Shaq, MJ, LeBron.
Yep.
I'd have MJ, Kobe, LeBron.
Kobe. Why Kobe, bro? To me, bro, I feel like Kobe was a bit overrated, you know?
I didn't watch ball back then, obviously MJ either. From the highlights and statistically. So this is how I measure success. So obviously stats, achievements, and stuff like that. And then also skills. So those are 2 things I look at. And skill-wise, Kobe and MJ are better than LeBron. And achievement-wise, it's like pretty debatable, but just because, I don't know, I like their game much more. I think MJ should be number 1 on everyone's list.
Yeah, would you look at leadership, though?
Leadership, sure. But like as a good teammate, a good leader.
He wasn't a good teammate, apparently. So.
Yeah, he wasn't. And it's subjective too, because you could say Kobe wasn't a good teammate because he was like in your face. But at the same time, I think that's good. He puts you in your place and tells you like, yo, to win, we got to do this. It like there's different ways. Like if you're soft, you're gonna be like, the fuck, why is this guy coming to my face telling me this?
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
Or if you're a professional, if you're a professional, you'll say like, okay, this guy's criticizing my game. I could work on that and do this better for next game so we could win.
Yeah, old stuff. Yeah.
Is there any funny high school stories you want to? We were in high school from what, 10 to 12th grade together.
First of all,
Yeah.
even before we get into high school,
What?
where have you worked in the past?
Like, you mean like,
Wagey job.
like a job?
Wagey, yeah.
Oh, yeah, before high school?
No, just like in general. Like, what did you work?
Before talking about high school.
Yeah.
Like all your jobs.
Oh, yeah, I've worked with Jeff. Honestly, that's been, I worked at Valentine, bro. I think it was like a couple years ago, like 5 years back. The way I got the job was through a referral. So at the time, the manager was hella understaffed.
I just remembered the screenshot of it at Valentine.
Yeah.
It's like, what was it?
Who took that picture, bro?
You sent the screenshot. It was from your phone.
Yeah, but someone took a picture, dude.
A picture of that screenshot
Yeah.
and sent it to the group chat. It's probably Jeff.
Yo, what picture are you talking about, bro?
There's a screenshot. It's like, yo, come back, give the uniform or some shit.
What? No, I didn't know about that, bro.
I'll find it. You can keep going.
Yeah, but where was I again? But yeah, at the time, the manager was understaffed, so he needed people to work for him. So Jeff told me, send me your resume. I'm like, all right, cool. Then the following day, bro, I got to talk to him like for about 5 minutes. He was asking me questions such as,
I found it.
already done?
Yeah. Well, it's in French.
Let me see picture. Yes, son. Oh, let me get to that. Wait. So yeah,
January 20th, 2019.
it was 2019.
Yeah.
So 2019. So yeah, that's how I got the job, honestly, bro. So I was talking to him. He was asking questions such as, "Are you a trustworthy person?" I told him, "Yeah." Blah blah blah. I went on about 5 minutes. You don't think so?
I think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think you're a trustworthy person. You're just not very reliable at times.
What do you mean by that?
Yo, I'll hit him.
Please, bro.
I'll hit him up. I'll be like, yo, I'm outside. I'm outside in 5.
No, bro, I never agreed to that though. Like today, he tells me, yo, I'm be at your house at 3, bro.
At 2:55, I text. At 2:50, I'm like, I'll be there in 5. Bro, come on. At 2:50.
It's like 2:30. I'm like, yo,
No,
cool.
no.
About half an hour to go.
Come.
So then, 5 minutes later, he's texting me, yo, I'm on my way, bro.
2:40. Yo, I have the receipts. 2:45, I'm like coming. And then at 2:50, I said I'll be at your house in 5. So 2:55.
Still not 3.
Okay, sure.
So technically, it's your fault, bro.
Okay,
You
but
told me 3,
yeah,
and you came out 2:55.
yeah. And then he's like,
Therefore,
yo,
you're not reliable. Thank you, bro. You're not reliable.
no, I came early, and I was gonna wait for my appointment at 3 of scooping you.
An appointment to scoop him?
Yeah,
Okay.
at 3.
Nah, Nah, you told me you were coming at 3, and you came at 2:55. He's reliable.
But I'm there at 3. I'm there at 3.
Oh my God, that's
Sure.
your fault, bro.
I didn't complain about that. I'm just saying, regularly I update him, and I even tell him I'm outside, even though I'm 2 minutes away, because I know he's gonna take a sweet ass time.
You know what happened once? This guy said he was coming to scoop me. I lost my phone in the couch and I fell asleep. I think he made it outside for 10 minutes.
Yo, you know how cheese that was?
You know the thing is, you know it's funny?
Nah, it wasn't 20 minutes though. It was like 10 minutes.
Dude, when I looked at my phone, it said I'm here 15 minutes ago and I wasn't.
No, there's no way I waited outside like out for 20 minutes.
Bro.
Nah, but it was,
So I should get.
I'm actually a real friend if I did that. I don't think I'm.
You're actually a real friend. But you know the thing is, you see how I said it was cheese? When I come, I'm like, yo, my bad, bro. I passed out. It's all good. It's all good. But one of the things, he's not gonna break up.
He's not gonna what? He's not gonna beef you? Yeah, like, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna say, yo, that was.
You're just gonna sit there like, oh, like by yourself. Like,
You're not even calling out nothing, but you're like your cab, your
No, I told him. I probably told him your cab. Just like I tell you your cab.
but the thing is, Bahle says you're.
bro, you never ever told
No,
even once.
no, the thing
No,
is,
I said you snapped, bro. Once you waited like 10 minutes. You made me wait 10 minutes.
but the thing is,
I said you snapped.
Bahle was the best guy. Like, he's not even mad at you.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I don't get mad though.
So you're taking advantage of me.
How? Dude, this guy had instigated. He shouldn't do that.
That's not all the time.
This is what he's doing. He's an
That's not all the time.
Yeah.
Tell my son, yeah.
About what? What were we talking about?
Work.
Oh yeah, wait, my bad. Wait. Oh yeah, I said you're not a reliable guy. Yeah, my bad. Also, I text you, goes for like 4 or 5 hours.
It was for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. Answer's like, my bad.
Can you let it go?
I was. My bad. Yeah, I'm being a bird, sorry.
Bro, it's being too much.
I'm gonna go fill up my water.
Yeah, where was that?
Um,
Oh yeah, I'm a trustworthy person.
respect.
So yeah, so that's how I got the job. Then I wouldn't say the job was cool. It was decent, because I got to work with my friend, and also at the time I was also working with my manager as well. So, and we worked at a mall, bro. Food court, more precisely. So, a bunch of girls used to like walk by and fuck. My manager used to make comments like, "Oh, don't you think she's sexy?" Bro, like, keep in mind though, he's in his mid-30s, bro. He has a wife, has a kid, bro. He was talking crazy. Also, he was talking mad shit about my coworkers, his employees. And I'm the type of person, bro. I know if you're like talking shit to someone about like around me. Oh no, if you're talking shit about someone around me, I know you're when I'm not here talking shit about.
Yeah, for sure. It's a personality.
So I knew he was like talking shit about me to my coworkers when I wasn't around. And also that one day Jeff decided to quit, and I told Jeff, yo, if you quit, I quit. We're like a package, you know, like Kobe and Shaq.
Buy one, get one free.
Yeah. So he decided to quit. So
Who's the better employee, you or Jeff?
Jeff by far, bro. Employee of the month, bro. Every month.
So weird.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you're an honest guy.
No, I mean, he was like,
Yeah.
you know, I wasn't bad for. I was trying to. So.
Wait, so you're trying your best and you're still shit? You're just incompetent.
He's calling you assistant, yeah. He said you have autism again.
I say DC says shit. come on, bro. Say my story.
Okay, my bad.
My story.
My bad.
Decent, bro. So it's decent. So yeah, now I'm lost again. Fuck.
Yo. Is this why you say he has autism?
I never said that.
Yo, liar. Yo, liar. No, didn't you say you had autism?
I would say ADHD, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, you did. Oh my gosh. We can reel the footage back and get
No, I said, do you think he has autism?
Why did you ask me that?
I was just asking.
Why?
Yeah, did you even answer? Did you answer?
I said some days.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having my back, bro.
Yeah, I get you.
And why did you ask me that?
No, it was just a conversation.
It was a conversation.
Long distance fist bump.
So do you think he has autism?
No, but there's some questionable things he does.
Stop at no, but
Yeah, no.
stop at filter. That was good. Just stop at no. When you're saying no,
No.
yeah. Keep it simple. So yeah, so I sent him a message telling him like, yo, I'm quitting, bro. And I got the letter from Google, you know, it was like a professional letter from Google. And for him,
Oh, you said you 2 weeks?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah, I copy pasted basically, bro.
very good.
Then he never responded, bro. But the following week, I had a shift. I was about half an hour late, you know? So,
Do you think that's bad or good?
Is that what happened?
I have my reasons, bro. And it was a good reason too, bro. But I'm not trying to get into it. So, I was about half an hour late. So I pull up to work, and my coworker looks at me like with a weird face, and like I'm asking myself what's going on. Like she tells me, "Why are you here?" And I know.
Yeah, you should raise your voice a bit.
Yeah, I'm asking my fault, and I'm asking like, she's asking me like, "Why are you here?" And I'm kind of confused, bro. Like, yo, don't I have a shift right now? And she tells me, "Oh yeah, you just got fired." First of all, if I didn't get fired, I quit. So at the time we had group chat, right?
Yeah.
And she tells me, yo, check the group chat. So I checked the group chat just to find out I got kicked out. And I'm confused, bro. So I tell Jeff to send me a screenshot of the group chat, which he did. Then, bro, this guy really wrote like 2 whole paragraphs, like a whole essay about me, bro. Talking about like, oh, you're never going anywhere in life with this type of attitude. And blah, blah, blah. Yo, he was roasting me in the group chat. But the thing is, like, he kicked me out of the group chat. Dad started talking shit, bro. He was addressing me, bro. I'm not even, who are you talking to, bro? I'm not even there anymore, bro. You kicked me out.
That's crazy. So he was telling everyone what a piece of shit you are.
Yeah, bro. So then I took it personal, right? So I decided to text him, bro, like, calling him names. So I'm not going to say on the podcast, but then so I'm like, yo, send my money with the money sign emoji, bro. Then, yo, and then, I don't know, he was shocked. Told me like, oh, I can't believe you just said that. And told me, yo, I'm going to put this on the record for the next employer to see, bro. I don't know if that's even possible, bro.
No.
It's not you, it's bluffing. And that day, bro, I told myself, bro, the next time I see him, bro, it's on site, bro. But,
Have you seen him since?
no, I haven't seen him since. That's street shit, but, yo, to be honest, bro, I'm not even holding grudges anymore, because if I ever see him again, bro, I'll just give him a low slap. They're going on my babies.
Wait, didn't that restaurant close down?
It did, because me and Jeff quit, bro. So, yeah, we were possible to me.
That's crazy.
So you think it went out of business because of you?
Yeah,
So that's the only job?
me and Jeff.
You work at with children too.
With kids.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's so funny. Yeah, I work with kids. Honestly, because I want to, bro. They're so.
You like kids? You like kids? Like it? Yeah.
You would too, but trust me.
Yeah. No, but I used to work. Before and after school care.
Bro?
Yeah. YMCA.
Oh yeah, true. I remember that. So yeah, they all each have their own personalities and shit, bro. Then it's actually fun to interact.
With that being said, how many kids do you want? With that being said, how many kids do you want?
I'll just go with the flow, bro. I have no control.
No, but ideally,
Full control over that.
someone. Well, how do you not? I genuinely want to know. How do you not have control over it? How come?
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't. I really don't.
I don't.
Really don't.
No. I want you to elaborate.
Okay, how do we make kids, bro?
Did you have sex?
Okay, condom or no condom.
Without a condom? Yeah.
And then eventually you would have to bust.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if I'm getting to my point,
Okay, yeah.
then let's say if I tell you I want to have 3,
Uh-huh.
and I can't control myself, I'm busted. Even if I wanted 3, bro, I could have 4 or 5, 6. It's not in my control.
It is though, because at 3, if you just want 3,
You could get a vasectomy.
I'm not getting that.
but yeah, there's other ways to stop it. But yeah, I'm sure if you want to tell yourself you don't have control, sure.
Yeah, I don't have control, so I'm going with the flow.
No, but ideally, like, in a perfect world, like, how many do you want?
Perfect world doesn't exist, Shelton, but hypothetically, do I go answer those kind of questions, bro? So I tell you what I hit. I have no control.
Of course. That doesn't mean that you don't have an idea of, like, how many you want. Like,
I really don't.
okay, would you want 10 kids running around your house?
Have
But do you want that?
Do you want it?
So how many kids do you?
10's too much.
You don't have control of
1,
it.
2, 3, 4, 5. Well, it doesn't matter, bro.
5 is the cap?
5. Anything that's 5, yeah, that's the cap.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
That's the answer. No, it shouldn't be this hard to them answer for you. Like,
it was a real answer, to be honest. I mean, it was real, bro.
Yo, so did you have dreams of going to the NBA when you were young?
Yeah, it didn't work out. I thought I was gonna grow up to 6'3" or 6.
So you're blaming the height?
What?
You're blaming the height?
Blaming the height, bro. I'm too short to be in the NBA.
What,
I'm
5'11"?
like 6'6".
6? You
Yeah.
round that out
What
to
is it,
6?
like 5'8"? 5.
No, 5'10". 5'10".
was that necessary?
Yo, I wasn't even finishing you off though.
I'm just asking a question, bro.
Okay.
I wasn't finishing you off.
You did, bro. Like you did. You were asking me if I was autistic, but I'm actually you're class 7 though.
I didn't.
Nah, I'm in the wrong, bro. Come on, bro.
Good. Fair. We're good.
Yeah.
So,
So you're blaming height?
Yeah, I'm doing higher.
Because you definitely have the skill.
Yeah, bro.
I think if you actually put in the work, you could have made it.
See me play, huh?
Yeah. We play every week.
Yeah.
Every Saturday.
Yeah, bro. I always have to carry you around, bro. And lately, you've been playing like shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
The past 3-4 weeks.
Before that, I was good.
Yeah, you were good, but it's
Say word.
short, bro. Like play times.
You telling me I'm good is crazy.
I've told you that before, though.
Say word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I slapped him. What was it, like 11-3 1-on-1
Back in high school,
back in high school? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in his prime, and when I first started.
I wasn't trying to.
Yeah, it was like 3 after 3
I
after
wanted
3.
to make you feel good. That's it. So I let you in.
Nah, I didn't. Because you actually try harder
I
after.
swear, bro.
As soon as it was like 8-2, he's like, okay, I'm gonna try now.
We're playing 1v1, but there's no way you're beating me 11-3, bro. There's no way I should score 3 points. Bro.
Nah, but that's true.
Yeah.
But if I just shoot 5 threes and make them all in a row, like I could win, which is what happened.
That's fair. You know what? I don't know, man. I forgot about that, so.
You moved on.
Yeah, I'm just on, bro.
So you generally think you carry everyone at ball?
I didn't say.
Oh, your high school days.
I didn't say everyone, bro. I said you, bro.
Sorry, I was trying to change the narrative.
You're twisting my words, bro.
How are your high school days though? Like, when did you tell yourself you didn't want to pursue basketball anymore?
I was 15, bro.
15?
Yeah, it was pretty early, I guess. I was 15,
it's
bro.
pretty early to give up.
Yeah. No.
Was it partially because you're blind to it? Oh, genuine question.
I'm not blind, bro.
No, like you need prescription. Like you have a prescription.
Yeah, I do have a prescription.
Yeah, and you can barely see.
That's not the reason why, bro. Because I was playing blind, bro.
Yeah,
I was playing.
isn't that annoying
Still
though?
dropped like 20 points.
Why didn't you get contacts?
What?
Why didn't you get contacts?
That's a good question, bro. I never thought about this.
What?
Never
Scared this guy. You played basketball without glasses.
Yeah.
You can't see. How do you fix that? Either goggles, wearing glasses, or contacts.
Bro,
You
like
didn't
I
think
said,
of any of the
I was
three?
dropping 2015, bro. It was never a concern. So
Okay, fair. But could you shoot threes?
even if I had contact, so I can't shoot threes, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm not a good 3-point shooter.
Damn.
Are you?
No. I don't think I'm good at anything basketball related, but I try.
Damn. So do you play any sports?
No. I played soccer when I was young, but I'm shit.
Or are you unathletic? If you were
No, I'm not athletic.
So I did the whole outro and I didn't record. But yeah, it's been about an hour, so we're just gonna conclude the pod. So I mean, that's it for today's pod. If you guys haven't already, smash the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. You want to say something before you let everybody go? What can we expect from you in the near future?
Well, definitely have you on again, though. This was fun.
For sure.
yeah,
Entertaining
I
as
have
hell.
to say,
Yeah,
love
nothing to
y'all.
say.
Yeah, I love y'all.
Cool. And shout out to everybody submitting the websites. Brian's behind the scenes working on those. And he's also going to be putting together some little explainer videos for you guys, showing you guys how to build out websites, showing you guys what he's doing and how you guys could get your stuff to convert at the highest rate possible. A lot more stuff, maybe even in the program, media buying, 6-figure stores, 7-figure stores, a lot of different things in the near future. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. And I mean, that's about it. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.